What's up, peeps? It's Andy. We're here at S.p.A Rocket Shop in Belgium for the Belgian Grand Prix. Guess who has the pole today? None other than S.p.A. She starts next to Agip. The second row is taken up by Kiku Honda and James Saunders. Then we got Patrick Smith, Chihu Ko, Rupert Weissmuller, Ray Sarah, Zachary Taylor, Eric Monica, Derek Campbell, Tito Peters, Steve Morgan, Yukio Hagiwara, Azusa Miura, Kana Matsuda, Joey Trickolai, Hidaka Matsuri, Tokugawa, Mei Xiao, the GOAT, and his dad. The minorities rounding out the field. Both starting in the 11th row. 7 laps around this, one of the most challenging circuits in all of the world. We saw last season all the cars crashing into the pit road wall, and I'm going to warn you from the off, we will be seeing much of the same here. Here come the cars down the new front straight, heading around La Sauce because they're going to use the old front straight, which starts right before Rouge and Radion. Here they go, cars going a bit wide while they're at it, a bit bunched up. It's a bit odd, I'll tell you that much. You see the cars come to line up on the grid. Light sounds, go, 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 and spots. Good start from Watanabe. Cars are flying through Eau Rouge and Radion. There they go, and everybody seems to be out cleanly. We're devoid of incidents. People are already spreading out on the back end. Here they go down the Camel Straight. I believe that's what it is, the Camel Straight. And Hibiki has managed to take the lead. James Saunders has gotten in front of Watanabe as well. Here they go through the first part of this track. Oh dear, there's contact! Zachary Taylor's in the grass along with Rupert Weissmuller and Eric Monica. We're going to have to take a look at that again to see what went wrong there heading into this first turn that really heads into the more challenging part of the track. And there was a bit of contact with Zachary Taylor and I believe Ray Sir. Eric Monaco and Rupert Weissmuller got caught up in the mess. I do believe that was no, it was Derek Campbell. Ray Sir is flying a bit higher up the field. James Saunders, meanwhile, is fighting with Watanabe still for that second position. He's getting a bit of a push from Kiku Honda. Saunders' teammate Patrick Smith is watching the action unfold from the last point spot, I believe. I believe that's actually been taken up by Chihu Ko. Racer running just outside the points. Looks like Patrick Smith managed to get in front of Chihu Ko. I'll take it. I will take it. Let's watch the cars fly through this turn. My money. Why did I ever think I could do like more takes? That'd be ridiculous. I couldn't do more takes, you know. All these. I'm sure by the time I turn like 20 or something, I don't know. When I get into my 20s or 30s and I actually get into commentary, I might actually be able to speak correctly. I'm sure Bosch's 100-year anniversary happened like 10 years ago, more than 10 years ago probably. Anyways, I wouldn't put my money on Hibiki Ganaha taking out a commanding lead. James Saunders is flying very closely behind. And Yo Watanabe has actually fallen back into, I believe, 6th position. Here they go around the bus stop, the end of which has seen all these horrific accidents of people heading to... Oh dear, there's a car smoking there. That's Mei Xiao. What's gone wrong? That's her day over. It's... What went wrong? Did a goat spawn, didn't he? Yes, he did. Did someone spin him out? I believe no. It was contact with Kana Matsuda. And, well, Mei Xiao just got very unlucky. Their tire went flying, and that's her day over. Early on. It happened before the bus stop. But the, kill count, well, body count for this race is... Oh, yep, that's her into the pit road. And that's her engine gone completely. There goes the goats. Yeah, he's definitely gonna have to get in and repair that damage. It was a hard hit with Mei Xiao. Hard enough to destroy the suspension, at least one edge of it. But we'll gloss over that as Hibiki Ganaha hits down the Camel Straight. We're on lap 2 of 7. And I'm having some black coffee because it's that much better. A U.S. history teacher is fantastic. And he drinks black coffee because he's tired of all these people at Starbucks with their ridiculous orders that he can't even remember. Nobody can remember. Only the people, you know, those guys that go into Starbucks with their strange names. I don't know, some Family Guy joke. Mr. Peter Schmidt commenting on all the fake names. The only one I remember from that episode was Cecil. What girls can be named Cecilia, but men can't be named Cecil? Why did I say girls and men? I don't know. It must speak volumes about me as a person. Let's run through your order while we're at it. Hibiki Ganaha is leading the field. James Saunders, Keiki Honda, Chihu Ko, Patrick Smith, and Ray Sir in the points-paying spots. Yo Watanabe's fallen back to 7th there. It's definitely not going to help her chances of winning the championship. She's got to get 4 straight wins in a row in order to have a chance. She's still got that chance, but has she blown it? Not sure. She got the pole, but she's lost positions, and that's just unfortunate. Yukihara Hagiwara is looking very aggressive behind her. That was the worst screw-up of her name I've ever done. It's impossible. Maybe if I said it in the Japanese order. Hagiwara Yukiho. Matsuda Kana. Watanabe Yo. Ganaha Hibiki. Maybe that would be easier, but... Kochihu. Kochihu actually sounds more correct. Well, I guess you could say that, and so does Ganaha Hibiki, I don't know. Still young, still learning. You know, it's been a while since I did commentary. I don't remember making these many mistakes back in the day, but back in the day I used the computer microphone in Movie Maker. Ganaha's going to start in lap 3 of this 7-lap Grand Prix. Yeah, I don't know if commentators make as many mistakes as I do. Into the Barrier, I believe, is actually doing broadcast commentary at his university. I bet they teach you there how to speak properly. I hope they do. Maybe this experience of all the mistakes I've been making is telling me that I should do color instead. Play-by-play isn't good for me. Coffee doesn't usually affect me, probably because I load it with cream, milk, and sugar, usually. So now that I'm drinking it black, maybe I'll actually get some, you know, jitters and such. Ridiculous rushes. I don't know, let's take a look at your fastest laps there. Chihu Ko actually has the fastest lap. Second fastest is Hibiki Ganaha, your leader. Third, James Saunders. Fourth, Patrick Smith. Fifth, Keiki Honda. And sixth, Tito Peters. Then, Eric Monaco Racer, Yukio Hagiwara, and Zachary Taylor. Those are your 10 fastest laps. Let's see where the goat falls in. He's got the slowest one in. Mei Xiao didn't even complete one lap of this race. Disappointing, of course. While we're on that subject, you see Yo Watanabe just keeps falling behind even more. She's lost 7th position to Yukio Hagiwara, and she's just lost 8th from Tito Peters. That's a bit disappointing, but of course, you know, I guess you could call Arrows a bank marker for that reason. Got an interesting fight here between Rupert Weissmuller and the Goat's dad for 19th position. That's fascinating. That's what that is. Oh dear, some cars hitting the pit road wall. This could be, oh dear. Hagiwara's the first. Oh my days. That's one of the Jordans. Hagiwara's disappeared already. Derek Hamill's flipped. Is that Derek Hamill? I do believe it is. And wow, he's actually managed to rejoin. The Goat spun on his own. Oh, that was a horrible accident. Oh, it's gotten even worse. It's gotten even worse. The Goat's dad is around. Rupert Weissmuller's on the outside of the wall. Hidaki managed to get in by some string of luck, and oh my days. Rupert Weissmuller's stuck there. We're going to have to take a look at this from a different perspective. We're going to have to scrub all the way to the beginning of the madness. It's absolutely horrible. It's absolutely horrible. There's already cars scraping pit road there. And, yeah, it gets even worse. The first one to go is Hagiwara, who just... Well, Bandicam obviously doesn't care about this horrible accident because it just decided to stop on me. Maybe for my birthday I should ask my parents to get me fricking the full version. Or a better fricking computer screen recording software apparatus of sorts. So, Hagiwara is the first to go. Tito Peters just slammed right into her. Yo Watanabe, your pole sitter, is just blowing her chances of getting points there with that crash. Azusa Miura got piled in. Steve Morgan got a piece of the action. Derek Hamill just went rolling quite melodramatically. Hidaki and Joey Trickle got caught up in the mess. Matsuri Tokugawa was lifted off the ground. This is just carnage. It's just horrible. Eric Monaco and Zachary Taylor caught up in the mess, and that's not even the end of it. It's not even the end of it. So many cars disappearing. Rupert Weissmuller hit the pit road wall, and the Goat's dad hit Zachary Taylor, which did mean he had to rejoin the track. Hidaki managed to get in successfully. Let's see who else got in. Yo Watanabe, actually. And these guys, Matsuri Tokugawa, Joey Trickle, Azusa Miura, Yukio Hagiwara, Steve Morgan, Zachary Taylor, and Eric Monaco so far. Oh, and Rupert Weissmuller have fallen victim to the pit road wall at S.p.A. Derek Hamill went rolling there, but he's managed to rejoin, actually. Kenan Matsuda race, Sarah Patrick Smith, Kiki Honda, Chihu Ko, James Saunders, and Hibiki Ganaha still out on the track. The Goat is still as well. He's just reaching the bus stop chicane, which speaks volumes to how far behind the field he was. And that's Hidaki getting tires, so she survived. Bit of luck. She did get caught up a bit in the action, but doesn't look like she suffered too much damage. She's going to be rejoining this race. I can't say the same about anybody else out here. Here comes the Goat Eau Rouge and Radeon. Hopefully he doesn't pile into Hidaki heading down the Camel Straight as the latter rejoins and is now flying down the Camel Straight now, getting back up to speed. One of the cameramen is facing the wrong way. I think he's drunk. He's probably drunk. Looks like Matsuri Tokugawa and Joey Trickle actually are getting tires. That doesn't automatically mean they'll be rejoining. Some of his cars have disappeared. I believe both Jaguars are actually gone. That's Rupert Weissmuller, he's getting tires. And it looks like Joey Trickle's going to be able to rejoin the race. That's fantastic. So will Matsuri Tokugawa. Not sure actually if they did get transported to pit road with that whole tow truck thing that this game claims is how it transports you, teleports you to your pit stall, and it takes a few minutes to get you back up there. Here comes the lead back. Oh dear! Contact with the wall. Ganaha there. Oh my days. James Saunders is flipped up in the air. Chihu Ko got a bit of a mess. Patrick Smith was involved. These cars get teleported very quickly. Keiki Honda missed pit road, and he's got a smoking engine, and Kenan Matsuda's hit the pit road wall. Chihu Ko, Racer, and Patrick Smith have managed to get in the pits. Can't say the same for Honda. Oh my days. Derek Camel's hit the wall again. This time it's fatal. His tire turns into a Michelin 1 as it goes flying. It's actually Michelin, you know. And that's Hibiki Ganaha. Looks like she has some damage to her front wing from there. She's gotten lucky so far, and I would guess that she'd win this race today. Patrick Smith, Racer, and Chihuko managing to get in. I think there was contact with Patrick Smith and Chihuko there. James Saunders, of course, who's been teleported actually to his pit stall. And that's Keiki Honda. He's going to have to drive one more lap with a smoking engine. It's very disappointing. And well, it just means that Hibiki Ganaha has taken out a commanding lead over the field. Oh, what's this? Ganaha has run out of gas. No, this is a disaster. Oh my days, it's gone from bad to worse. There's not just crashing into pit road and into the goat. There's people running out of fuel and what is this? This race has just been carnage. Hidaka Racer and Chihuko have pitted. Tito Peters has been transported to his pit stall. Let's see if he crashed into pit road. Well, looks like he'd been there for a while. Derek Cameron looked like he retired, so did Ken Matsuda. What about the goat's dad? Oh, his front wing's gone. So I'd assume that he did retire today. It's Joey Trickle still out there. Back to Hibiki Ganaha. She's just coasting through the field. Well, to the track. What a disaster. 3 laps to go. She missed pit road twice. If she does stop now and get teleported to her pit stall, she won't have to try to brave heading into pit road like all the other artificial stupidities. Instead of artificial intelligence. Stupids. Artificial stupids, there you go. And Keiki Honda's engine is gone. It's Hidaka and the goat, the former of which is actually pitted. Well, the goat's pitted too, but he's got to do it again. He wants to make it to the end of this race. Nobody left on pit road. Let's see, the only cars left out on the track are Rupert Weissmuller, Matsuri Tokigawa, Joey Trickle, Chihuko, Keiki Honda, who has no engine, so we can gloss over him. Racer, Hidaka, and the goats. Hibiki Ganaha has run out of gas, so we'll see what happens there. That's the goat around Blanchimont. A bit loose on the exit. Rear end's nearly went wayward. Could have spun again. There he goes into the pits. Looks like Hidaka's going to take the lead as a result. There she goes down the new front straight. That's Ganaha about to stop there, and Keiki Honda as well. Sounds like Joey Trickle and Matsuri Tokigawa still have engine, or at least fuel. Rupert Weissmuller as well. Hidaka has 2 laps to go now. She heads to Eau Rouge and Raidillon, and she's going to be leading this race, so I think she's going to have a chance of winning today. She did manage to pit successfully, so all she has to do is bring the car home, really. Racer heads to Eau Rouge and Raidillon. Number 2 car in 2nd place. He's going to have to redeem Ferrari today as Hibiki Ganaha finally gets stopped and transported to pit road. Chihuko is going to take 3rd. The goat heads out of the pits. Joey Trickle heads down towards La Susse. He's followed not very closely behind by Matsuri Tokigawa. There's Keiki Honda, who's finally stopped as well. This race has just been carnage. Really has been. It's been insane. Drink black coffee. Drink black coffee. Black coffee is good for you. Let's take a look at your fastest laps. The goat actually has the fastest lap. How fascinating. It really is. It really is surprising. Second fastest is Chi-Hu-Ko, who's still on the track, as far as we know. Next fastest is Hibiki Ganaha, who's stuck in pit road. James Saunders, who's retired. Patrick Smith, who's retired. Kiki Honda, who's stuck in pit road and has no engine, so will definitely be retiring. Tito Peters, who's retired. Eric Monaco, retired. Ray Sir, second place. And Yukio Hagiwara, first victim of pit road. Well, Mei Xiao was the first victim of pit road, but he's also a victim of a spinning goat. Hidaka crosses the line. One more lap to go. The Belgians are getting excited now because it could be a French team on top of the podium today. Well, French team driver. Do believe Spa-Francorchamps is in the French-speaking part of Belgium. It might be a bit of both. I'm not telling you, but definitely be fantastic. And it would be Hidaka's first win. It'd be Prost's first win this season. And it would definitely be a way to end Prost's career as the team went bankrupt at the end of the 2001 season. Racer are going to come home for a memorable podium today. Chi-Hu-Ko as well. Hibiki Ganaha is being scored as 8th, and she's getting tires now, so it does look like she's going to rejoin this race. Just a bit little too late. I don't think she's going to be able to score points today. Kiki Honda, of course, is probably not going to rejoin this race, and the goat's in pit road again. Not sure what that's about. He's going to get passed by Joey Trickle and maybe even Matsuri Tokugawa. That's very likely, actually. Matsuri Tokugawa, I believe, holding the last of the points positions. Rupert Weissmuller flying quite behind the pack. Goat rejoins behind Tokugawa and Ganaha, I believe. I don't think the Goat's going to get points today. Disappointing, considering all the people who crashed out. And that there are only 8 cars on the track today. Well, right now, Hidaka, Sir, Ko, Trickle, Ganaha, Tokugawa, the Goats, and Weissmuller. And now Hidaka is heading into the final sector now. This is going to be a memorable win for her. All we need to do is hope that it doesn't go very badly wrong. And she doesn't blow something up or run out of fuel. She's got quite a commanding lead over Race Sir, but, well, it's not really that commanding, is it? Race Sir is already in the final sector. There goes Hidaka around the bus stop. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. No. What is this stupidity? This is ridiculous. It's gonna be a win to remember for Race Sir. And who's gonna come second and third? Only time will tell. We're gonna pause time right now and do something important. Where do I even begin? Goat had the fastest time in Whoa! Wow. Did you see that? He just flew over the curb. I have not seen that at S.p.A yet, and that's quite surprising. He had the fastest time in practice and didn't even qualify. Yo Watanabe had the fastest time by, wow, 54 hundredths of a second, 54 thousandths. Racer wins today. Chihiko and the GOAT of all people on the podium. Matsui Tokigawa, Rupert Weissmuller, and Ai Hidaka get points today. Ai Hidaka did crash into the pit road wall, but because she's completed 90% of the race, she will get that 1 point today. Joey Trickle and Hibiki Ganaha, unfortunately, no points for them. They're the last two cars to finish the race, and they both finished a lap down. And now, for everybody who's crashed today: Kiki Honda, Patrick Smith, James Saunders, Kana Matsuda, Derek Hamill, Yo Watanabe, Tito Peters, The Goat's Dad, Eric Monaco, Yukio Hagiwara, Asa Samir, Steve Morgan, Zachary Taylor, and Mei Xiao. This race was absolute carnage, and it was absolutely fun. Half an hour later, the pace car is lonely. But more importantly, Racer shows some muscle at S.p.A_GTP. Next race, the Italian Grand Prix, which happened 5 days after the September 11 attacks. So, just sit there and think about that. It's been Hanafuda, it's been a time and a half in honor, and I will see you in the next video.